A season-long journey follows a path to greatness. A destination. A dream. A quest for excellence. It's your time. A time to compete for a place in Nebraska sports history. Great moments are earned here. Play like a champion. Welcome to the NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships on NET.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2014 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. Our morning session continues in Class D1 as the Overton Eagles go after their first ever state title, taking on the Randolph Cardinals. And good morning again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Andy Markowski. Great to have you with us. Andy Kendi will join us momentarily, but first, a bit about these two teams, Randolph and Overton. As we mentioned, Overton, first ever trip here, never won a state championship, and they'd love the first to be the first year in Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Yeah, and they have the offense to do it. They average 67 points a game, and they're led by three seniors. If you look at those three seniors, they're very productive. Schaefer's had 25 points so far in the tournament. Ryan scored 32 in the first round game. And don't forget about Cahoy. He hit the game winner in the semifinals to get them to this point. For Randolph, it's about defense. They're going to ride their 1-3-1 defense, which has led them to 2 wins over Howells Dodge, the #1 team in the class. They've averaged 34 points a game is on, given up on the defensive end. So far in this tournament, each team has scored 39 against them. So the battle of the wills. Will Overton's offense be able to lead them to a title, or can Randolph slow them down?
Interesting statistic to keep track of as we go through this Class D1 state championship. We'll have it all for you coming up right here on NET Sports. Randolph takes on Overton for the title.
Large trucks and trailers can easily drive through a state highway roundabout. The center of the roundabout has a low raised area for larger vehicles to drive over if necessary. It's called the apron. Visit the website for more information about driving a roundabout.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, let's take a look at last year's Class D1 state championship.
The Howells Dodge Jaguars took on the Paxton Tigers in last year's Class D1 championship. Paxton came out of the gates firing in the final state game to be played at the Devaney, leading the Jaguars by 5 after the first period. but a 10-0 run by Howells Dodge sent the Jaguars into halftime up 4. The run by Howells Dodge would continue in the third quarter as the Jaguars went on a 13-2 run to start the second half. And it was smooth sailing from there. Senior Matt Gooch led the Jaguars with 10 points and 16 rebounds on the night, while Luke Hageman had a team-high 17 points. In their first year as a conjoined school, Howells Dodge defeated Paxton 49-34 and were crowned last year's Class D1 champs.
And now for the introduction of this year's team, let's go to Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2014 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its corporate partners: U.S. Bank, U.S. Cellular, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Farmers Mutual Insurance, Baden, Nebraska Orthopedic Sports Medicine, St. Elizabeth Regional Medical Center, Kalos Photography, Cliffs Keen, Max Preps, and Custom Sports. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for today's Class D1 Boys Championship game between the 24-4 Overton Eagles and the 22-4 Randolph Cardinals. Now let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for Overton. Number 11, Matt Dolan. Number 13, Christian Seeberger. Number 23, Dylan Margaret's. Number 25, Logan Kaiser. Number 35, Justin Hudson. Number 41, Logan Johnson. Number 43, Chase Horn. Number 51, J.D. Callahan. And number 53, Bryson Margaret's. And now the non-starters for Randolph. Number 12, Andrew Schnorr. Number 20, Connor Bloomquist. Number 24, Mason Stubbs. Number 32, Richard Medina. Number 34, Logan Nordhughes. Number 40, Denton Cool. Number 42, Andrea Garelli. And number 50, Mitchell Nordhughes. And now here's the starting lineup for the Overton Eagles. And 6'3", junior number 15, Creighton Ryan. And 6' senior number 21, Hayden Cahoy. And 6'3", senior number 31, Tanner Ryan. And 6'3", junior number 33, Caleb Eklund. And a 6'1", senior number 45, Joel Schaefer. The assistant coach of the Eagles is Clint Little. The head coach from Overton is Jay Stair. And now here's the starting lineup for the Randolph Cardinals. A 6'4" sophomore, number 10, Landon Anderson. A 6'1" senior, number 14, Nolan Nordhughes. A 6'1" senior, number 22, Luke Andrew. A 6'3" junior, number 30, Seth Olakis. And a 6'4" senior, number 44, Garrett Waters. The assistant coach for the Cardinals is Jim Hickson. And the head coach for Randolph, Mark Anderson. The officials for today's Class D1 championship game are Brad Dahl, Chris Van Meter, and Chris Kamorik. The bench official is Mr. Todd Yorgis.
We're ready to go here in Class D1. Randolph from northeast Nebraska. Overton just out west on I-80. Two teams who got here in interesting fashion. Overton over Lord Central Catholic, and then upset the #1 seed and last year's state finalist Howells Dodge. Randolph took it to a couple of teams to get there in the state championship. Overton Eagle head coach Jay Stair in his 11th season, 174 and 81 overall. Formerly a coach at Litchfield. And there's Mark Anderson, 8 years as the head coach, but a long time staff member at Randolph, 34 years at the school. He's been here before with his other son, Trevor, who's now also a head coach. And Landon is his younger son, who is coaching here in the state championship today. Garrett Waters controls the tip, and we're underway. Randolph and Overton for the D1 title.
Overton's going to open in man-to-man defense. So important to get off to quick starts in the state tournament. First team to kind of calm down. Neither team has been here in quite a while.
Runner floater in the lane. Luke Andrew couldn't knock it down. The rebound backed up by Waters, and Waters puts the Cardinals on the board.
Randolph starting their 1-3-1 defense.
D1, these two teams playing yesterday at the Devaney Sports Center, so their first time here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena floor. How much impact does that have in adjusting?
Well, certainly it's the biggest stage they've ever played on. Not only the pressure of state finals, but in a big open arena, a little different than even the Devaney now. That's closed up a little bit more, as it's more of a volleyball facility during the winter, and then fall and winter, and then turns into a state basketball facility. And the court's longer. You know, this is a 94-foot college-length court versus 84 for high school. So you wonder, day 3, does that, you know, who's the deeper team? You know, what impact does that have from a conditioning standpoint?
Nord Hughes with his second free throw. Rebound to Tanner Ryan. Randolph out quickly. 3-0 start here, 1 minute into the game.
Certainly two different paces. Randolph wants to slow it down. Overton wants to play in the transition for the quick shot.
Jumper is off. Rebound underneath is tipped away. Tanner Ryan had his hand on it. When it goes out off of the Cardinals, it will stay with Overton. Overton's had some quality wins this year. Knocked off Kearney Catholic, Sutton, another jumper. That time buried by Hayden Cahoy. Cahoy with a big shot yesterday from the free throw line to win it at the buzzer. To beat Howells Dodge, knocking Howells Dodge out of the tournament, preventing them from back-to-back trips here at state into the finals.
As we talked about in the open, 3 senior guards.
Nord Hughes with the three-pointer. So Nolan Nord Hughes. 5 of the first 6 points for Randolph. They make it 4 of the first 6. Warming up early. There's Hayden Cahoy.
Nice spots, or nice start, same spot.
And tipped away. The steal by Joel Schaefer lays it in. And Overton with an 8-6 lead now off of 2 threes and the steal by Schaefer.
You can see Randolph, they're going to go to a flex offense. You're going to see a baseline screen followed by a down screen.
Good feed off the drive from Nord Hughes. Put in by Waters. Check that, make it Gorelli with the bucket. That was Waters. We'll get it right. Foul underneath. Foul will be called on Nord Hughes.
You can see Creighton Ryan here does a really good job of anticipating that down flex screen. Excuse me, Schaefer anticipating that down screen. Gets a steal, leads to the transition layup. Coach Anderson probably marked that down as come back to some type of a counter play off of that screen if Overton's going to continually overplay it.
Missed both ends of the free throws, all even at 8 here. 5 minutes to go. First period of the D1 state championship. Shot away by Waters is off. Joel Schaefer pushes it up the floor. Cahoy chases it down. Give, reverse not there. Good rebound by Eklund. Caleb Eklund fires in, but then out of his hands and out of bounds off of Randolph. One more look.
This little handoff along the baseline. That's already the third offensive rebound for Overton.
Foul down low called on Seth Lackas. First foul on Lackas. 6'3" junior center. Tanner Ryan to shoot 2. First one off by Ryan, who's the leading scorer and a leading rebounder for this Overton team.
Yeah, I think early on you see the nerves. First time experience on a big stage. It's never easy to get to the foul line. You just got a sweat going. It's nice to, Overton's over 3, so it'd be nice to see one drop, help the confidence.
Good smooth stroke by Ryan, knocks it down. Tanner Ryan with 32 points in the first round, the quarterfinals, and just 3 in the semifinals.
So here's a flex offense, baseline screen followed by a down screen. It's a patterned offense, looking for opportunities to either get it into the post or once the defense breaks down, create a drive opportunity.
Shot blocked by Eklund.
Nice drive. Good help side defense. This is the pace that Randolph wants to play at. Be deliberate, make 8-9 passes in the half court.
Feed inside, the putback by Nord Hughes.
Flex offense is designed for the defense to make a mistake. Randolph's doing a really good job of controlling tempo, playing efficiently in the half court.
Cardinals packing it in that 2-3. 3 on the way by Ryan.
The third 3 for Overton. Great start offensively. Anytime you're playing a zone defense, if you can make threes and expand that, it's going to open up opportunities to get it in the paint and open up offensive rebound opportunities as well.
Tries the dish down low. Cahoy got a hand on it. Forced the turnover. Tried to feed into the post. Creighton Ryan off his hand and a foul. Foul is going to be called on Joel Schaefer. First on Schaefer. .255 to go here in this first period. Randolph trailing by 2.
This isn't the sweet corn that humans eat. It's the field corn that most Nebraska farmers grow. And it satisfies the appetite of a growing world by providing livestock feed, renewable fuel, bioplastics, and much more. You can't eat field corn, but the economic impact of the billion bushels that Nebraska farmers grow each year is still pretty darn sweet. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
Ever wish your bank were right at your fingertips?
Hey, honey, can I keep it? I know, right? I'm gonna go strap it to the car. Mom, do you have any idea how expensive books are?
It was such a lovely time. Oh, you know what? Don't forget to give me that. Whoops, that was expensive. I can pay for that.
In branch, online, on your iPad, iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry, U.S. Bank is there when you need us.
Overton leads Randolph in the Class D1 championship game. I talked to both coaches right before the game started. Randolph's Mark Anderson said, hey, there's no words of wisdom now. They got to just stay focused, make more plays, do what we do and have fun. Overton's Jay Stair, meanwhile, says, hey, the hard part's over with. Just to get to the finals is such a great achievement. They want to win the first state title in school history, no doubt, but he insists there's no extra pressure to do so, Larry.
What if his kids feel that way? Tipped around, a rebound pulled down by Eklund. You felt pressure in these games, didn't you?
Yeah, this is a big stage. Certainly the competition, you should always have some butterflies. Certainly Overton has played very confidently, 3 of 5 from the 3.
Tipped out by Lacus. Off his hands, it will remain with Overton. I think it's good coach speak there, though. Try to get him to not focus on the nerves and the environment and focus on the game.
I do think your team takes the personality of the head coach.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're, relaxed attitude, your team plays that way.
Good takeaway by Logan Nordhughes now in the game. There's Nolan Nordhughes at the top, now off to Logan. Gorelli up top, off to Waters. Thought about it and traveled. Three overtime games this year for Randolph.
Just gonna say Overton has yet to sub. Coming off your overtime comment. Sorry.
Three on the way by Schaefer. Got it. Joel Schaefer from the top. 6'1" senior guard, averages 12 a game. Gives Overton the 5-point lead.
I think it's really important that Randolph stays close in this basketball game. I don't think Randolph has the spurt ability that Overton has, so possessions like that just keep kind of grinding down Overton, especially if they're not going to substitute and kind of play their starting 5 majority of the minutes. Stay within striking distance.
Nolan Nordhughes on that last bucket for Randolph. Foul there. Hayden Cahoy was fouled.
His first personal foul, 13th foul against the Cardinals. Checking in for the Eagles, number 51, J.D. Callahan. And number 25, Logan Kaiser.
Logan Kaiser, J.D. Callahan now into the game for the Eagles.
Overton has really attacked the zone from the 3. Currently 12 of their 15 points have been on their 4 made threes.
Foul called on Randolph. With the body, Connor Bloomquist, who's in the game for the Cardinals.
And that's what happens. You start making some threes. The zone has to really be aggressive and getting out on shooters, and it's going to open those little drives. Allowed you to get the ball into the block. Gets Ryan to the free throw line.
One of 2 at the free throw line from Tanner Ryan. Ryan now with 5 points in the game. They lead it by 4, 16-12. Inside a minute to go here in period number 1.
So important in high school basketball to finish quarters with good possessions.
Logan Nordhughes trying to save it, rolled on the end line, so it'll be Overton's ball and a chance at a bucket before the end of the first.
Overton to play for one shot here with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Randolph kind of senses that. They're going to increase the pressure of their 1-3-1, try to generate their deflection or steal and force Overton to maybe move faster than they want to move.
Tipped away and taken away, and then a foul called on Overton. They got Cahoy with the foul, so Hayden Cahoy picks up his second personal foul. And he'll sit for these last 6 seconds.
A really good job by Randolph. Coach Anderson adjusting, picking up the pressure defensively. Not only do you get a turnover, you pick up a very important foul in terms of Cahoy now going to the bench with his second.
On the drive, scooped up and can't get it to go. So that will end period number 1. Overton on top by 4 here in this Class D1 championship.
Cheer for your team and be there for all of the excitement. For championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
I want to remind you, you can watch these 2014 Nebraska High School Boys Basketball Championships on your computer, or really any mobile device at netnebraska.org/sports. And if you haven't downloaded our new app yet, you might want to check that out. Great content. netnebraska.org/apps. Andy was watching it between the break here on his app. 16-12, Overton by 4. Turnover. Cardinals a chance to cut it to 2. Here's Waters with the 3. Garrett Waters, the 6'4" forward, knocks down the 3. Cuts it to 1. Three on the way from Tanner Ryan is off. Waters with the rebound.
Yeah, nice set play by Overton. Kind of screened in the point defender of Randolph's zone. Fortunately, couldn't get the 3 to drop.
Down low, Waters. Boy, a good little nifty move by Waters. That's a nice little transfer from Winside. He transferred into Randolph this year. Took him a while to adapt to the system, but he's been playing well down here at State. Three from the top. Rattles out. Tipped out. Nordhughes with it. Off to Logan Nordhughes. And the rebound and put back for the bucket. Chance for a 3-point play for Logan Nordhughes.
Yeah, taking the rebound out in transition. Nice job of executing a 2-on-1 break. Great strength by Nordhughes to put Randolph on a 7-0 run.
Logan, as you said, off the bench, a 6'2" freshman.
Overton got off to a quick start, making 4 threes. I was just going to say it's important not to fall in love with a 3-pointer, to try to attack the inside of the zone for higher percentage shots. That time they were able to get a little 12-footer. Eklund was able to knock it in.
1-point lead by Randolph. The drive, Nordhughes. It's his own rebound back up strong. And Nolan Nordhus has been very active here. A 4-year starter. Coach says he's our point guy on and off the floor. One of our leaders.
And it's so important to have the point guard be a leader of your program. Communication, making sure teams are, practices, habits are good, locker room habits are good. And when you have that, there's a reason why Randolph's playing for a state title.
He's the one guy, Mark Anderson says, does not leave the floor. Played 32 minutes in the semis, had 18 points. Already 10 here in the first half, and a 3-point lead for the Cardinals.
And he's done it with dribble penetration, something that Overton's going to have to either find a different matchup for, or maybe guard him with man and a half, try to get some help into the gap to keep him away from getting the basket on that dribble drive.
Travel called on Ryan. (21-18). Randolph, after trailing early, back up by 3. Raider got it.
Really nice. Once again, dribble drive, get into the 8-foot area. It's a little runner.
12 points early on here for Nordhus. Tipped away and out. And Overton will keep the ball. Overton making it here to the state championship with a win, as we said, over Howells Dodge in the semis. Randolph knocked off Clearwater Orchard. Drive. Block, ball's on the ground, battled for. Randolph comes away with it. Good heads-up play by Garrett Waters to tip it back in and keep it alive. Landon Anderson in. On the ground. And we got a travel. Good feed to Luke Andrew from the ground, but one too many steps by Andrew.
Great help defense. Maintain position, just kind of a scramble, loose ball. Really good job by Randolph. Not fouling, securing the loose ball. So far, the tempo has been the Randolph's favor. Seems Overton's having to play against a set defense every possession, not being able to get anything in transition.
Shot is off, rebound though by Waters. Floater in the lane won't go, tipped around. Strong rebound by Ryan. There's Tanner Ryan with it, drives in. Another floater, can't get it to go, and Waters again with the rebound. Waters brings it up the floor. Long three on the way by Anderson. Got it. Landon Anderson, the sophomore 6'4" guard, knocks it down. And a timeout by Jay Stair as Randolph has extended that lead to 26-18.
Nice little push in transition, force the defense to get back in the paint, make the extra pass. Really good job of Landon Anderson getting his feet set, taking his time, executing, knocking it in.
Well, sports fans in Nebraska, NET is for you. We bring you more Nebraska high school sports than any other network in the state. More information on dates, times, DVD sales, available webcasts. You can visit netnebraska.org. There's a look at Jay Stair. Mark Anderson, two coaches. Remind you, you can log on to facebook.com/NET Sports and like our page. Post comments and questions, discuss the latest sports topics, all on our Facebook page at facebook.com/NET Sports.
Cahoy's back in the game. Picked up second foul to end the first quarter. Since then, Randolph has been on a 14-2 run. So obviously, Cahoy's offense is important to this team. Coach Stair gets him back in the game, even though he does have those 2 fouls.
Cahoy's three-pointer, got it. Cahoy deadly out there. He's 3 for 4 from three-point range.
Big shot. Certainly, Randolph had the momentum of the half.
And the rebound comes down to Caleb Eklund. So out of the timeout by Jay Stair. The big 3 by Cahoy. Ball tipped away. And then a foul called on Tanner Ryan reaching in. That'll be his first personal foul. Sixth team foul for Overton, so one more and Randolph will be in the bonus.
You can, going back to Nort Hughes, senior point guard, Randolph plays with a confidence. Offensively, they run the execute half-court offense.
Three-pointer was off.
I think Cahoy is that senior for Overton.
Yeah.
Seems to play with confidence. Obviously, they put the ball in his hands in the semifinals to hit the game winner, even though he's not the team's leading scorer.
Cahoy couldn't hold on to it, goes out. It'll be Randolph's ball. 1-3-1 really causing Overton some trouble.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. Randolph's strength has been their defense all year. 34, only giving up 34 points a game. The 2 state tournament opponents have held them to 39, which you keep teams in the 30s, you're going to have a chance to win.
Foul, and that is going to be the 3rd foul on Hayden Cahoy. And that is a dangerous foul for Overton. He went back into the game with 2, wanted to avoid it, and Randolph went right at him. Cahoy with those 3 fouls and his team leading 9 points on the bench now. 1:30 to go. Floater in the lane by Caleb Eklund doesn't go. Foul will be called on Anderson. And here's Eklund to shoot 2.
Excuse me, he's done a really nice job in this game. Is the one Overton player that's been able to drive the basketball. He's got a basket from about the 8-foot range. He's found himself to the foul line twice. So 0-3, hasn't been able to capitalize, but I think it's important that Overton just doesn't depend on the 3 the remainder of this game. They've got to find some ways to score in the paint.
They are 3 of 8 from the free throw line is Overton. A 4-point Randolph lead with the ball here as we near the 1-minute mark. Landon Anderson. Spin move in the lane, gets the roll. No, does not get the roll. Off the back and out.
Randolph stays in there 1-3-1. It kind of morphs into a 2-3 occasionally.
3-pointer from Joel Schaefer. That cuts the lead to 1 now. 30 seconds to go. Randolph with the turnover. On the break and the lay-in by Schaefer gives Overton the lead. Quick timeout called by Randolph. Mark Anderson wants to talk it over. Great run here by the Eagles.
The steal leading to Overton into transition. Nice left-hand finish by Schaefer, you can see the big three of Cahoy, Schaefer, and Ryan really having an impact in this basketball game to give Overton their, I don't know if it's, I think it's their first lead of the basketball game. If not, they've been down majority of the second quarter and find a way to take that momentum into halftime.
Schaefer with 10 points now to lead Overton. Well, you know, you wouldn't drive if you couldn't see, but distracted driving could be even worse. NET Television's distracted driving looks at why talking, texting, and any other interruptions are dangerous and what all of us can do to improve safety. Distracted driving is available now on the NET Nebraska app and at netnebraska.org. 15 seconds to go here before halftime. Nolan Nordhughes with it up top. Nordhughes drives in and he picks up a foul. Oh, they're going to say traveled before the foul. So Logan Nordhughes took it into the lane, one too many steps. And now 6.7 seconds, time enough for the Eagles to get a shot off here before half. Already up by one. Can't handle it, no shot, and that's where we will head to half. The Overton Eagles on top, 27-26. In a good run there late in the second half to regain that lead heading into half. And Andy is with Jay Stair.
Well, Coach, you guys withstood a 14-2 run. You answered with a 9-0 run to end the half. What was the difference down the stretch?
Well, I think we just got a little bit better defensive positioning there. We are giving up too many offensive rebounds and putbacks for them. I thought we've been doing a little bit better job since that 14-2 run. And it's a game of runs down here with everybody. You gotta sustain the runs that they're making on you and try to get one yourself. And the guys did a good job of just continuing, not panicking, and just forcing themselves to make defensive stops and make tough shots down there.
What do you stress to your kids in the locker room here?
Oh, we just got to do a better job of talking on defense. They're getting to the lane way too much, too good to what we want to do, and we just got to do a better job of preventing them to get to the lane and do a better job on the boards.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the second half. Overton, 2 quarters away from their first state championship in school history. Larry.
Andy, thank you to Jay Stair for joining us momentarily. We're at halftime of the D1 championship. Overton up by 1.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Nearly $50,000 over the past 2 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Coverage of the NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, by U.S. Bank, and by Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring to you the NSAA Basketball Championships on NET. We couldn't do it without your support.
Back inside the Pinnacle Bank Arena, Overton leads Randolph 27-26 in the Class D1 state championship game. Hello again, everybody. Andy Kennedy courtside. Joined today by Jennifer Schwartz. She's the NSAA Assistant Director. Jennifer, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Well, let's talk about your area of expertise, and that would be the swimming competition. This past championship was a huge success. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, we hosted the NSAA State Swimming and Diving Championship. On Thursday, we started the championship with diving, where we had about 56 kids competing for that championship. On the girls' side, Anna Howarth of Elkhorn South won the girls' title. And then Austin Alexander of Lincoln Northeast won the boys' title. From there, then, we move into Friday, where we, in the morning, host the girls' course, the boys preliminaries, where we had about 570 student athletes competing. We then move into Saturday, where we host the finals and the consolations. This year, Coach Tom Beck and the Creighton Prep Jays won their 8th straight consecutive title, and then we had a new winner in the girls' side. Coach Bob Callaghan and the Lincoln Southwest girls won their first ever state championship.
Well, every year those championships of swimming attract so many, not only student athletes, but parents and friends. How do you pack them all into such a facility?
Well, we do definitely pack them in. Every year the finals are sold out, which makes for a great atmosphere. But this year, actually, since we first started splitting the prelims, we sold out in the prelims too. So it makes for a great atmosphere, but we also understand there's a lot of people that don't get to get in and see the championships. So of course, we're always appreciative of NET covering the finals. And then new this year, the NFHS network actually webcasts the prelims. So hopefully, the people who needed or wanted to see the event got to do that this year.
A huge benefit not only to parents in the state, but also grandparents out of the state and so on and so forth. A huge record-breaking event this past championship. We had some runs for the ages.
Oh, absolutely. We actually had 7 swimming records broken. On the girls' side, Danny Dillsaver from Lincoln Southwest broke a record in the 200 IM. And then I'm sure everyone across the state has heard about Jacob Malachek. He broke 4 individual records, and Creighton Prep then broke 2 relay records. But probably the biggest highlight was Jacob broke a national record in the 100-yard breaststroke, which breaking national records, it's a pretty big deal. So very proud of him. I know he really raised the bar for the swimmers in Nebraska.
Well, congratulations to him, congratulations to you, and congratulations to the NSAA. Another successful swimming championship wrapped up just weeks ago. Overton leads Randolph 27-26 in the Class D1 championship game. Back after this.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
When something's difficult, like defying gravity, or navigating the new healthcare law, why face it alone? Call or visit us at the Blue Store at nebraskablue.com. Ask Blue your questions like, what's required? And can I get help paying for it? Then rely on Blue to help you navigate the system. Most Nebraskans are required to have health insurance or face penalties. Time is almost up. Get what you need. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Nearly $50,000 over the past 2 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
High school's almost over. Now what? I wish I knew what to do, or even what I can do. I know I want something more. Something I can be proud of. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.
Back at halftime at the Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class D1 State Championship. Overton up by 1. Time now for a special presentation. Let's go to our PA announcer.
Bill Lewis was a longtime high school football and basketball official. He was later the supervisor of officials for the Nebraska School Activities Association. Here today to present the awards are Bill Lewis's wife, Sandy, NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green, and NSAA supervisors and officials John Dolver, plus Dennis Podjenski and Kelly Clausen of the Nebraska Official Foundation co-chairman. The first recipient is Erin Himberger from Hastings St. Cecilia High School. Erin is the daughter of Dave and Betty Aaron plans to attend the University of Nebraska Lincoln and major in biochemistry. Congratulations, Aaron Hemberger. The second recipient is Alex Harms from North Platte St. Patrick's High School. Alex is the son of James and Jackie. Alex plans to attend the University of Nebraska Kearney and major in agribusiness. Congratulations, Alex Harms. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, congratulations to the scholarship recipients. We are at halftime of the Class D1 State Championship. Overton and Randolph. Overton on top 27-10. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Behind your outlet are more than 6,000 public power employees working tirelessly to generate and deliver safe, affordable, reliable electricity 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Since they are customer owners themselves, you can count on them to have your best interests and those of the community they serve at heart. Neighbors serving neighbors. That's public power.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Overton leads Randolph 27-26 in the Class D1 championship game, joined by Randolph's head coach Mark Anderson. Coach, let's talk about that first half. You went on a 14-2 run to take the lead, only to watch Overton answer with a 9-0 run. What was the key there?
Well, you know, our run, I think our defense picked up for a while. We got some turnovers and got the ball loose. We executed the offense. We drove down the lane and got some nice shots inside, got the foul line. Then when they got their 9-0 run, I thought we kind of backed off a little bit on defense, you know, and they got some good shots, good looks on their threes. I think they're 6 of 10. So we got to get on them on the edge out there and hopefully be more disruptive on defense this half.
You told me before the game to do what you do and you'll be okay. What do you need to do in the second half to be a state titleist?
Play great defense, get after and be the, you know, physical, you know, and execute our offense. You know, it's always been the same thing for us. Play great defense and limit them to their perimeter game, and hopefully they'll start missing their threes.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the second half. Randolph trails by 1. They will stress staying focused, Larry. They'll have to do that to win the state title.
Coverage of the NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Corn Board, Constellation, Nebraska Department of Roads, and by Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the NSAA Basketball Championships on NET. We couldn't do it without your support. So getting set for second half action. Hoping for a super effort here in half number 2 from the Overton Eagles as they lead it by 1. Interesting that you take a look at the Randolph Cardinals. You mentioned it off the top. They only allow 34 points per game already. Overton at 27. So in that second period, Mark Anderson, as he said to Andy Kinney, really didn't get what he was looking for out of his players.
Well, certainly they need to get out to the three-point line. Cahoy hit 3 threes. They are 6 of 10 for the half. So obviously a focus area for Randolph to make sure that they're out, at least contesting those three-point shots. I think it's been a well-played half. Both teams have taken care of the basketball. I think the turnover stat will dictate the winner of this basketball game. Randolph's done a really good job executing offensively, led by senior Nordhus. Not only drives, there you see him knocking a 3 in. and then doing a nice job of following up the miss by Lacus. Nordhus gets a tap in as well.
Defensively, Overton with the steal and the lay-in, and they were very effective, as we said, from three-point range, 6 of 10 outside the arc.
Yeah, 2 transition layups there for Schaefer. And once again, going back to the turnovers, both those came off of Randolph turnovers, so look for that. The key stat here in the second half. Both teams shot well from the field. Overton 53%, Randolph 48%. Both teams have competed on the backboard. Both teams are very consistent in the turnovers, with Overton getting 7 points off turnovers, whereas Randolph 5 points. And really that is the difference in the game. 1 point is that points off those turnovers. So like I mentioned, I think turnovers, Randolph needs to take care of the ball, keep it in the half court, keep this game in the low 40s where they're comfortable winning games. Overton wants to turn you over, get out in transition, and see if those 3 seniors in Cahoy, Ryan, and Schaefer can lead them to their first state title.
Jay Stair, you saw him talking to his Overton Eagles. He was a state runner-up in 2010. Looking for the first state championship for the Eagles.
Coach Stair trusts his senior, Larry, gonna play Hayden Cahoy with 3 fouls. You have to monitor that situation. Obviously, Cahoy is a big part of Overton's success this season.
Rebound underneath by Hodges off the drive of Nordhus. Nordhus with a good look there. And then a travel. One too many steps for Tanner Ryan.
I think basketball needs to look at it. Instead of 5 total fouls for the game, I would give each kid 3 per half. That way coaches can manage that second foul in the early first half. If you get 3, you sit just for a half, and then you kind of restart. It certainly makes it hard to coach and hard to play when you're in foul trouble, and Cahoy is in that situation right now with 3 fouls.
Overton dropping down in the zone. Boy, sweet jumper there by Garrett Waters. Waters, nice touch for the big guy.
They're really contributing, averaging 10 for the season, already with 9 in the state finals.
Cahoy with the 3 is off. Rebound by Creighton Ryan, who goes back up strong, and he's fouled. That'll put Ryan at the line to shoot 2. Foul on Garrett Waters.
Nice athletic rebound by Ryan, sneaking in from the weak side.
First free throw from Creighton Ryan is good. Knocks them both down. Big free throws for the Eagles. Back in the lead by 1. Anderson with it. Looked inside, nobody there.
He's going to stand there, flex. Here comes a baseline cutter, followed by a down screen.
Off of the fingertips of Luke Andrew and out.
And those are possessions that Randolph can't have. Just in the half court, they can't turn it over. They have to maximize their half court offense. Keep the lead, keep pressure on Overton. Overton needs to find other areas to score than just the 3-point line. Need to find ways to get it in the paint, get to the foul line. Last possession got an offensive rebound.
Another 3 rattles off, and the rebound once again by Lacus. Seth Lacus with the board. (29-28). We're doing it here, Andy. We packing in a zone, or are we still playing a man? Drop
Overton's
back?
playing a man. Just, the flex offense puts a lot of pressure on you in the lane. So what Overton's doing is trying to play off, jam the lane up, try to take some of those easy baskets away. And also, as Coach Stair said, that he was unhappy with this penetration in the first half. So they're trying to pack it in to take the dribble drive away from Randolph to start this third quarter.
And there's the drive and the dish to Lacus, who goes up strong, and he's fouled. Foul called on Caleb Eklund. Eklund picks up his first.
A nice job by Anderson creating a help situation in the half court. Dumps it down. And that's how Randolph likes to play. They want to slow the tempo down. They want to force you to defend in the half court. Take care of the basketball. Make your free throws. All things are important to Randolph as they try to position themselves to win a state title.
Second free throw is off. Went out of bounds off the hand of Tanner Ryan, so it will stay with the Cardinals. Anderson into Nordhus. Anderson with the three. (29-28) the score. Three minutes gone here in period number 3. Kickball will stay with Overton.
Randolph's going to stay in there 1-3-1.
Logan Nordhus coming into the game now for Seth Lacus. Will take a seat. And a travel called on Orion. Nordhus will bring it up, looking for the 10-second call, and a foul called on Garrett Waters. One more look.
Yeah, Overton extends the pressure, trying to increase the tempo of the game, and certainly a great call. Those are always dangerous plays in basketball. You're kind of out on an island. Most defenders are unaware of that if your teammate's not communicating that screen to you. Certainly Waters did move.
Shot is off, and the rebound into the hands of Nordhus. Defense very effective right now for this Cardinal team. Three on the way. Logan Nordhus is off. Caleb Eklund with the rebound.
Randolph just very solid defensively. It's hard to find an area to score against. Once again, Overton a little excited, a little anxious. Commits the second travel in as many possessions.
29-28. They've gotten defensive here in the Class D1 title game.
When we transform Nebraska corn into ethanol, it doesn't disappear from the food supply. It just takes a little detour. Ethanol is made from the starch. The rest of the corn becomes livestock feed to create meat and dairy products, corn oil, sweetener, and other food ingredients, and maybe a little carbon dioxide to make your soft drinks fizzy. Homegrown ethanol helps satisfy America's hunger for energy and the world's appetite for feed and food. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
What should you do if you see an emergency vehicle while you're driving through a roundabout? Traffic in the roundabout should not stop. Signal your turn to the right when you exit the roundabout. Exit the roundabout before pulling over to allow an emergency vehicle to pass. Please, for more information, visit the website.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska, Class D1 state championship. Overton on top by 1 of Randolph. 3:50 to go here in the third.
Both teams have really struggled offensively. I think credit the defense. Randolph's 1-3-1 is working very well. Overton's trying to increase the tempo, picking up full court, just discipline of Randolph to play at their pace.
And the bucket by Nolan Nordhughes. That gives the lead back to Randolph on the 3.
I think that's an important shot. Overton is really packing it in the paint, trying to take away dribble drives. And now you're going to have to go out and extend a little more.
Rebound tipped around and tied up. Caleb Eklund tied up with Gorelli. Inbound with a good shot in the paint. And a foul called on Creighton Ryan.
Foul number 15. Creighton Ryan, his second personal foul. Second team foul against Overton.
Double teamed along the baseline. Loose ball. And the turnover taken away by Overton. So picking up full court forces the turnover. Tipped around.
This is where Randolph's senior guard, Nordhughes, needs to control tempo, get Randolph into their half-court offense.
Tipped away and then tipped out of bounds. Good defensive play by Joel Schaefer. Very defensive third period here, 31-29. Shot is off, rebound, no foul. Overton pulls it down. Our score at half was 27-26. Overton. Overton has 2 points here in the third. In nearly 6 minutes of play, Randolph with 5. 7 points scored between the two teams here in this defensive third period of play. 3 is on the way, it's off.
And that Randolph zone has really done a good job of eliminating the paint for Overton. Overton has started 4-6 from the 3 and since have really struggled knocking that outside shot in.
The drive is off, but there to put it back is Seth Lackus. Lackus with the 2 and a 4-point lead by Randolph. Outside shot by Ryan.
Still extending that defense. We made the point Overton really didn't substitute in that first quarter. I think Randolph has maybe played a few more players. So you wonder when fatigue starts to play a part. Day 3 of a 3-day tournament.
Logan Nordhughes with the bucket and the foul and a chance at a 3-point play. And that is the 4th foul on Cahoy.
Yeah, great flash. Finish with the left hand for the freshman. If you look since halftime, we've mentioned it's been a defensive quarter. Overton 0 of 9 from the floor, got 2 free throws, and Randolph is 4 of 11. So certainly 4 of 11 is not great, but when you're holding your opponent to 0 and 9, it's allowed them to increase their lead to 6 points. I think Coach Stair, since his team was a little tired and made some substitution for the last minute of the quarter, trying to get his starters a rest.
I think Tanner Ryan getting a little frustrated, and Jay Stair is as well. That's the 4th or 5th travel called on Tanner Ryan in the game. And I believe the 3rd in this period.
And that's what happens the way with Randolph. They're very good defensively, and you can't force. You have to keep the ball moving.
3 on the way is off, tipped around. Pulled down by Logan Nordhus. Now Nolan Nordhus back up top. The Cardinals will reset.
It's an important stop for Overton here, trying to keep it to a 6-point margin.
Shot is off and foul underneath called on Justin Hodgson. Hodgson took that again.
Yeah, not in the bonus yet, though. It's only the 3rd team foul. Keep the ball down the sideline. Don't foul a shooter.
Shot no good to end this 3rd period of play, and we've got 8 minutes to go before we crown a state champion in Class D1. Will it be Randolph or Overton? We'll find out back here on NET.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
Thank you, Nebraska, for your support of the Nebraska School Activities Association.
Ever wish your bank were right at your fingertips?
Hey, honey, thanks for depositing that check for me today. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you more.
I love you way more.
You're the best.
You're way better.
You're my Huggy Bear.
In branch, online, on your iPad, iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry, U.S. Bank is there when you need us.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class D1 State Championship, Randolph and Overton. I want to remind you, from pre-K to high school, NET's free virtual learning library is your one-stop digital source for learning. Whether you're a teacher, a student, a parent, or anyone who loves to learn, you'll find more than 35,000 digital resources right at your fingertips. And it's all available free. You saw the address there. It's net.pbslearningmedia.org. Underway here in this final period of action. You see the number there, 0 for 9 and 4 turnovers for Overton in that period. They did not have a field goal.
Yeah, certainly a pace that Randolph is more comfortable with. Overton has to maintain their composure. Randolph's trying to take care of the basketball, continually work the half-court offense. Try to put the ball in Nordhus, which is the senior's hands. He's been the team leader all year. They're going to ask him to see if he can will the team to a state title.
Drive, a little floater in the lane by Garrett Waters. Waters with the bucket. That extends that lead now to 8. 37-29 Randolph.
Yeah, good possession for Overton. They've been very dependent on the three-point shot. I'm sure Coach Steer talked about that at the quarter. Let's try to get the ball into the paint, get to the free throw line.
J.D. Callahan gets the roll. 6-foot senior center, averages just over 3 a game. Second one from Callahan, knocks it down. Good on both ends. Something Overton has struggled with here in this game. Now shooting 50% from the line. Wide open 3 by Anderson is off. Rebound pulled in there by Ryan, Creighton Ryan.
Yeah, those two free throws broke Randolph's 9-0 run. It's important for Overton to come back.
Good dish inside, couldn't finish. Put back by Caleb Eklund. 4 straight now for Overton.
Yeah, both possessions, got the ball into the lane, was able to get to the foul line, and then created an offensive rebound situation with the post touch. Good offense for Overton.
Foul underneath, the hold called down low. That'll be on J.D. Callahan. Callahan's second here in these last couple of minutes.
J.D. Callahan, his second personal foul. 15th foul against Overton.
Brandon Anderson with the drive, the hand check. Another foul called on Overton. That's Joel Schaefer.
Second personal foul, 16th foul against the Eagles.
Picking up the foul, so 37-33. Cardinals still with him.
Overton's increasing their pressure not only in the full court. You can see they're more aggressive in the half court. Committed some hand checks, but they're trying to take Randolph out of the comfort of just being able to execute their half court offense. Randolph stays in their traditional flex offense. I think they're content to try to shorten this game with a lead.
Yep.
Look for opportunities for Nordhus or Anderson to drive.
Nordhus kicks it back out to Anderson. Here's Andrew driving in. Luke Andrew just off. And now a chance to cut it to 2 for Overton. And the turnover. Back into the game for the Eagles is Tanner Ryan. Also in for the Cardinals. 3 more back in. Lacus comes back in along with Connor Bloomquist. Gorelli back into the game.
Overton's doing a nice job of trying not to allow Nordhus to catch it.
Block shot, and the rebound pulled down by Tanner Ryan. Stolen away and put in on a headsy play by Nolan Nordhus.
Terrific senior play, just paying attention to the game, making sure that you're aware of all surroundings. And Overton got a little lazy with the outlet pass, and Nordhus capitalized.
Morelli picks up the foul. Into the game now for Overton is Logan Kaiser. J.D. Callahan will take a seat. Goes into the paint, looking for Ryan, who got it down low, and a push foul from behind. That'll be called on Seth Lacus.
Yeah, both teams are at 16 fouls, so free throws will play a major factor in the last 5 minutes.
Dish down low and another foul on Lacus. That's his 3rd.
I've really liked Overton's focus in the 4th quarter is that don't depend on the 3, to really try to get the ball into the paint. Been effective getting to the free throw line. This free throw is important. Allows Overton to set their full court pressure if this goes in.
And they'll pick up in the full court. And the turnover. Tanner Ryan drives in, and a foul called on the Cardinals. Was that Lacus again? No, Connor Bloomquist with the foul. So Bloomquist picks up his second personal foul.
Yeah, Tanner really struggled in that 3rd quarter, just trying to maybe trying to play a little quick. Coach Sayre sat him for about 4 minutes stretch there and really probably settled him down, talked to him about how important it is to maintain composure. Put him back in, and he's had a nice impact the last 2 possessions.
39-34, Randolph on top, inside 5 minutes to go. Nordhus off to Nordhus. Here's Anderson, looks inside to Waters. Bounce pass, great pass from Waters, and Andrew finishes. 41-34, extends that lead now to 7. Three-pointer off, and the rebound to Luke Andrew. On the break, out in front. The lay-in by Nolan Nordhus. And a timeout called by Jay Stair. Heads up play by...
Yeah, you see Randolph taking the missed shot. Overton doesn't rotate back defensively, and that layup pushes it to 9, which certainly puts Randolph in a great position to finish this game.
Well, NET is your ticket to exciting sports action right in your living room, so you can help us deliver this kind of inspiring sports programming by joining the NET Sports Partners Club. Your contribution helps to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue for years to come. You'll receive some great thank you gifts with NET's appreciation for your support. Just log on to netnebraska.org/Sports Partners Club and become a member today. Help us continue to bring great sports programming across the state, like these state high school championships right here on NET. 4:05 to go. Coming back into the game for the Eagles with 4 fouls is Hayden Cahoy.
Yeah, it's Randolph on a little 6-0 run, kind of opened the game back up to 9. Overton still in striking distance. You know, they're very dependent on the three-point shot. Randolph playing zone, need to make sure they're observant to where those shooters are at.
And a turnover taken away once again by Luke Andrew. And then the foul committed by Tanner Ryan. So Ryan now picks up his 2nd personal foul. That's the 7th team foul on Overton. So Randolph now in the bonus and will shoot 1-1.
Randolph's 3-9 from the foul line, so certainly have struggled. But to win a state title, you're going to have the opportunity to go to the line a lot, probably in the next 3:45. It's important to step up and knock him in.
Off of the hand of Ryan. (43-34). And a foul, his 5th on Hayden Cahoy, and Cahoy has fouled out.
Yeah, disappointing. You know, he started very quick. Cahoy made 2 threes to start the game and then got himself into foul trouble and just never seemed to be able to get back in the rhythm of the game. You know, picked up a quick 2, picked up 3 in the first half, picked up a quick 4th, and obviously just got reinserted back in the game about a minute ago with 4 fouls, hoping to make a stretch run, and unfortunately, you know, committed that 5th foul.
Cahoy had 14 points, including the game winner in the semifinals to beat Howells Dodge. Tipped around, a rebound comes out, Waters with it. Now into Anderson's hands. And a 9-point lead with inside 3:30 to go. Randolph with the ball, and here is where that defense and taking some air out of the ball, so effective for Randolph. Travel there, called on Garrett Waters.
Yeah, you have to give Randolph a ton of credit. This game, if they win a state title, it's been one of the defense. Overton only has 1 field goal in the second half. And Overton is one of the better offensive teams in D1. To have a half where you hold a team to 1 field goal has been tremendous. Now Overton's going to be forced to attack offensively, try to press, try to turn Randolph over to get themselves back in this game. Really nice spin drive by Tanner Ryan. Just missed a couple free throws. Hopefully the confidence can still be there to step up and knock 2 in for his team.
That's their 6th free throw this half to go along with 1 field goal. So that's 8 points in the second half. Look at 9 points now. And that's 10.
A nice job by the senior. Allows Overton to set their pressure.
They led it 27-26 at the half. And then Randolph defense has really put the clamps on him here in the second. Nordhus with it up top. Guarded by Kaiser. Now double teamed. And a timeout called by Mark Anderson.
Yeah, great timeout. Nordhus got himself, he picked up his dribble, which you should never do against pressure, especially along the sideline. Got trapped. Nice timeout by Coach Anderson.
There's Mark Anderson in his 8th year as head coach. It's really spent his entire career at Randolph, 34 years at the school. He's won a state championship as an assistant coach when his son, actually, his older son Trevor, played on the team. So his older son Trevor, who's now 30, and the head coach at Battle Creek, who was also down here at state this week. Really become a family affair. Now he's coaching Landon, his other son, just a sophomore. His wife, Tracy, mother of Trevor and Landon, has a state championship when she played at Randolph back in the 80s, 1981, a girls' state championship. So Landon trying to pick up a medal just like his older brother, dad, and mom.
I wonder how the neighborhood horse contests go.
I bet that's pretty good.
Yeah. Tremendous, basketball to share those experiences as a family. Certainly, I think they would want to share one more state title here with Landon, but Landon's just a sophomore, so.
Right. Won that title in 2002 in Randolph. Mark was an assistant coach on that team, and Trevor was on that team that won the state title, and now Landon trying to get a state title of his own, and they are 2:20 away from it with a 7-point lead.
Still a lot of basketball left.
Leaning in. Rebound put back up. Nice shot off the glass by Schaefer. And now they'll really turn up the pressure with Overton.
And I think anytime a game gets within 5 or 6 points, the team that's ahead starts to feel a little more pressure than at 8 or 9. You start seeing, okay, it's only 2 possessions, and that added pressure starts to maybe make you a little more hesitant, make those free throws a little more important.
That's right.
So Overton's done a really nice job to get it back to 2 possessions at 5. Now we'll see if that game pressure starts to affect Randolph, or if they're able to make the plays down a stretch to win a state title.
Luke Andrew will go to the line. Foul on Logan Kaiser.
Andrews 0-2.
Knock that down.
And those are plays that seniors are supposed to make. You've been there. As a senior, you're more experienced. Should have confidence.
On 1 of 2. So 6-point game inside 2 minutes. Drives hard to the basket. And a charge. Called on Joel Schaefer.
You hear good help side defense. Here comes a baseline drive. You have to have a big rotate over. Waters does a great job of getting his feet. Even in college with a little circle there, he would have been in good position to take the charge. Nice piece of officiating.
Now double teamed in the corner. And timeout called by Mark Anderson.
Full timeout, Randolph.
So Randolph will take a timeout. They still have 2 remaining after that timeout. And a 6-point lead with the ball.
Yeah, Randolph has to be careful of not catching the ball in tough spots. You know, got caught in the corner at half court. Now they got caught in the corner full court. Now 2 timeouts, we're able to bail them out. But Coach Anderson's probably talking about trying to keep the ball in better positions on the court and forcing you to foul.
Good time for you to pick up the phone and order a DVD of this state championship game. You can do it by calling 1-800-868-1868, or you can go online at netnebraska.org. Pick up a championship DVD copy of this championship or any of the state championships here on NET Sports. Girls last weekend, state swimming and diving before that, wrestling the week before that. 1-800-868-1868 for a DVD copy of these state high school championships. 1:42 to go here in the Class D1 title game, Overton and Randolph.
Both teams are in the double bonus. Overton's, look for a trap. You never want to foul to start with. You want to see if you can get a trap, force a turnover. Certainly fouling is a strategy, but being able to get a turnover in a basket allows you to cut in that deficit faster than putting teams on the free throw line.
Got it into the hands of Nordhus. Now to Anderson. Back to Nordhus. They break that trap. Break the pressure. Anderson has it. Now Nordhus is fouled. Caleb Eklund picks up the foul, and that will put Nordhus at the line to shoot 2. Nordhus, the leading scorer for this Cardinal team, 12.3 a game, leader on the floor and off the floor. Mark Anderson told us last night, this is the one kid that does not leave the floor. Knocks down the first.
Yeah, it's so fun to see seniors, put in big moments and have good games when it matters. I think it allows you to enjoy that experience that much more as a senior. And Nordhus certainly has lived up to the reputation of being one of the better players in the state. Class D1.
19 points in the game for Nordhus. The 3 on the way, long 3 by Ryan is off. And it was out. And now Landon Anderson will inbound for the Cardinals.
Overton trying to pick a better player to foul than Nordhus. Obviously a higher % free throw shooter. Some strategy that to try to employ late games. But Randolph does a good job of keeping it in his hands. They know their senior and the guy that they want on the free throw line late games.
Eklund gets the foul on Nordhus. That'll send him back to the line. Now a matter of knocking down free throws for the Cardinals, which they haven't done effectively in this game. Now 6 of 17 from the line. Second one good.
Overton needs to push, certainly look for a 3 here with only a minute to play. Randolph's trying to not foul.
Schaefer puts it up, that's well off. We got a jump ball underneath. And that will stay with Overton on the possession arrow.
Overton probably going to run something for a 3 in the ball side corner. Randolph needs to do a good job of defending it.
Inbounds pass. Ryan couldn't get it down, and the rebound to Waters. And Waters is fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, I really think tempo was in Randolph's favor the whole game. At the start, would Overton 64 points a game be the factor that would drive the tempo and make it difficult on Randolph, which has played more games in the 40s and 50s and in the 60s. And you never know, those 1-3-1 defenses through the year, you're holding points to 30 or teams to 34. How does that translate in the state tournament when better competition? It's hard to hold teams in the 30s. And Randolph has proven that they're good defensively. Right now, both first round and second round opponents were held at 39, and Overton's at 38.
Drive in, and he's fouled. That will put Joel Schaefer at the line. With 41 seconds to go, down by 10.
At the line, number 45, Joel Schaefer, shooting 2.
First one good by Schaefer. Game of runs late in that first half. Randolph went on a 14-2 run to take a lead. Back came Overton on a 9-0 run to take the lead at the half, 27-26. And here in the second, it's just been a stifling defense out of the Cardinals from Randolph to open up this 8-point lead now at 48-40 with 41 seconds to go. And we'd love to hear from you. Send us an email. Give us your feedback on the coverage here of the NSAA High School Boys Basketball Championships. Our NET sports team really focuses on delivering the best high school and collegiate events available in Nebraska. So we'd love to know what you think about our state championship coverage and our telecasts. Please send your comments and help us plan and prioritize future NET sports telecasts. So write us at sports@netnebraska.org. We'd love to continue to bring you these state high school championships for years to come, but want to hear from you as well. So give us your comments at netnebraska.org.
It's such a tremendous experience for every team that gets to play in the state tournament.
Quick foul will put the Cardinals back at the line.
Down to number 15, Overton Ryan, his third personal foul. The free throw line for Randolph, number 22, Luke Andrew.
This half, Randolph from the free throw line, 5 of 14, just 35%. Now 5 of 16.
Sending in for the Eagles, number 25, Joel Schaefer.
Overton needs to push. Certainly you want threes over twos, down 3 scores. It's important to, they have to get a basket here. Pressure on Randolph.
Schaefer with it. And the travel on Caleb Eklund.
Yeah, just Randolph 1-3-1 has never allowed Overton to get comfortable. That they don't know where to get shots. Cahoy hit 2 threes from the left wing. And I thought, well, maybe that's an area that they can Overton can attack. And since then, they've really adjusted well. Have gotten out on 3-point shooters. Have not fouled. Have rebounded pretty well. And really, that third quarter, Overton would probably love to play that quarter over again. It allowed Randolph to stretch the lead, and then they've done enough in the fourth quarter to make a few free throws to keep the lead from 6 to 10 range and give them a state title.
Waters knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Back in now is Joel Schaefer. Second one good as well. The Waters knocks down both. It's a 10-point lead, 30 seconds to go. 3 on the way is off. Creighton Ryan goes back up and he is fouled. That will put Ryan at the line. Foul on Waters. Waters' 4th personal.
The free throw line for the Eagles, number 15, Overton Ryan. 2-2.
Going back into the stat sheet, I thought turnovers would be another key factor in this game. Randolph take care of the ball, stay in their half-court offense. Randolph only 11 turnovers, so right in the range of what most coaches expect, in the 10 to 12 range, to really increase your chances of winning close games.
Creighton Ryan hits both free throws. Now into the game is Logan Johnson. Logan Johnson in there to give a foul. And quickly fouled by Logan Kaiser, and that will put Logan Nordhus at the line.
Johnson, number 25, Logan Kaiser, his third personal foul.
Logan Nordhus, the 6'2 freshman, averages 7 a game. Nolan's brother.
Another freshman contributing.
Right.
3 freshmen contribute in the Wahoo Newman game. Now another freshman finding his way to not only playing, finding contributions, making an impact on the stat sheet. 7 points. See the ability to get to the free throw line, 4 rebounds. As I'm a college coach in the state of Nebraska, I'm kind of excited over the next 3 years to follow the development of all these freshmen.
Shot is off. Waters with the rebound, a quick foul with 15 seconds left and a 10-point lead, and that's going to about do it. And going back to the line will be Waters. Ryan fouls out. Make it Anderson back to the line. Logan Johnson, Chase Horn into the game for Overton. Along with Matt Dolan. There's the sophomore, Landon Anderson. Friendly roll and the free throw. 11-point lead. Randolph had not won a state championship since 2002 in Class C2. They were most recently at state in 2011, so this team right here hasn't really even been down here in 3 years. They weren't here in 2013 or 2012. And the timeout called by Mark Anderson to clear his bench as well.
It's so important for young players to get a taste of playing in a state tournament game, state tournament finals. You hope that gives them energy in terms of their work ethic of, the spring and the summer, trying to be a bigger part of it the next year. You see so many coaches do this for their young kids in their program. Even the seniors or juniors that maybe not play a lot, I think it's important that you reward them with some end of the game state title type experience.
I want to remind you, coming up next on NAT, the Class B state championship game. Scott and Beatrice should be a good one. The 3 on the way, off the back of the rim. Rebound by Gorelli. And that will do it. The Randolph Cardinals pile up at center court, and they are state champs.
Yeah, great for Randolph. They really played a very sound game. They played to their strengths, leaned on defense, leaned on half-court offensive execution, and it led them to the state title.
Well, congrats to the Randolph Cardinals. When we come back, medal and trophy presentations right here on NAT Sports.
Hey Mom, I need to talk to you about something. You took me on campus visits and helped me with college applications, but there's still something we haven't done yet. It's time to complete the FAFSA so I can get financial aid. I know you've been stressed out about this, but don't worry. Education Quest has tons of resources on their website to make the process really easy. You guys have been there for me every step of the way. Just returning the favor.
Get help with your FAFSA at educationquest.org.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Coverage of the NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, by U.S. Bank, and by Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring to you the NSAA Basketball Championships on NET. We couldn't do it without your support. Back on NAT Sports, the Nets coming down in the Class D1 State Championship. Randolph, they are your state champs. And now for trophy and medal presentations, let's go to Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green and Board of Directors Jay Beller of Battle Creek and Dr. Brian Maher of Kearney and U.S. Bank Representative Wendy Bauer. Here are the awards for Class D1 runner-up Overton High School. Well, head coach Jay Stair and your assistants, please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 13, Christian Seeberger. Number 15, Creighton Ryan. Number 23, Dylan Margaret's. Number 33, Caleb Eklund. Number 35, Justin Hudson. Number 53, Bryson Margaret's. And now to the seniors. Number 11, Matt Dolan. Number 21, Hayden Kilhoy. Number 25, Logan Kaiser. Number 31, Tanner Ryan. Number 41, Logan Johnson. Number 43, Chase Horn. Number 45, Joel Schaefer. And number 51, J.D. Callahan. All of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Overton High School. And now to the champions. First head coach Mark Anderson. We have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 10, Landon Anderson. Number 12, Andrew Schnorr. Number 20, Connor Bloomquist. Number 24, Mason Stubbs. Number 30, Seth Lackus. Number 34, Logan Nordhus. Number 40, Denton Cool. Number 42, Andrea Garelli. Number 50, Mitchell Nordhus. And now to the seniors, number 14, Nolan Nordhus. Number 22, Luke Andrew. Number 32, Richard Medina. And number 44, Garrett Waters. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Town Underwriting Manager Keith Merkel to head coach Mark Anderson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2014 Class D1 NSAA Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Randolph High School.
So congratulations to the Cardinals of Randolph, the state champs in Class D1. Their first title since 2002 and the first title of the head coaching career of Mark Anderson. For every winner, there is someone that finishes in second, and Andy Kindy is backstage with Jay Stair.
Yeah, thank you, Larry. We're with the state runner-up, the head coach of the Overton Eagles, Jay Stair. Coach, let's talk about that second half. What went south for you guys that didn't allow you guys to put the ball in the bucket?
Well, obviously, I think their defense did a very good job of limiting us getting the ball inside. Anytime that you can get the ball inside against anybody, good things happen. You can get the ball in, kick out for a shot, but we didn't do a very good job of getting the ball inside. I feel the whole game, especially the second half, they limited us. I don't even know how many points we scored in the third quarter. It wasn't very many, and they just stayed consistent. They were the aggressor all game long on the offensive end, and we just didn't have enough, I don't know, energy or whatever, but we just didn't do a very good job there in the third quarter especially.
Yeah, Randolph outscored you guys 9-2 in that third quarter, but let's talk about the season, the big picture, because just getting to the state championship game is quite an achievement. I know the guys feel somewhat empty here, but looking back, this will be one of the great seasons in Overton history, will it not?
Yeah, I think win-wise, I think we won more games in a season than the other teams had. You know, these guys, they've got nothing to be ashamed about. The seniors were able to be down here 3 out of 4 years. When we were in the last time we were in the finals, a lot of these guys were student managers for me, and you know, it's kind of tough for them, but, you know, they played hard all season long. We had some adversity with their holiday tournament. Excuse me, we didn't play the best. Played some good quality competition and had some bumps in the roads, but I thought after our conference tournament we did a real good job of kind of getting to where we needed to be as a team, and we just kind of rode that all the way down here. And unfortunately, we didn't probably play our best game. Credit to Randolph, they did an outstanding job of taking us out of the game, and they definitely deserved it.
Well, Coach, great run nonetheless. The Overton Eagles finishes up the year 24-5 in the Class D1 runner-up. Larry?
All right, thanks very much, Andy. Congratulations one more time to the Cardinals, taking out officials and players. They win the state championship.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Nearly $50,000 over the past 2 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Coverage of the NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Corn Board, Constellation, Nebraska Department of Roads, and by Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the NSAA Basketball Championships on NET. We couldn't do it without your support. So back at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, the Class D1 State Championship in the books. Randolph a winner over Overton, 54-42. We're going to talk stats and take a look at those.
Yeah, really a credit to Randolph defense, holding Overton to 29%, 6-20 from the three, 14-21 from the foul line. Randolph was able to compete on the backboard, limit their turnovers, really execute in the half-court offense for their 44% from the floor. So credit to Randolph. I thought their half-court defense on Overton's very strong offensive numbers coming in this game allowed them to win a state title.
Hey, I wanted to send out a quick apology to Denton Cool, number 40 for the Randolph Cardinals. He played 9 minutes of the game, didn't score, but we misidentified him a couple of times during the broadcast. Denton Cool, number 40, 6-foot sophomore forward on our roster, the ones that Andy and I both had. It had him down as number 40, had Andrew Girdelli down as number 40. Actually, it was Denton Cool. We realized it late in the game when Girdelli came into the ballgame. So I want to apologize to Denton for misidentifying you throughout the broadcast. Congratulations on winning a state championship, and we apologize. When we come back, we'll hear from the state champs backstage with Andy Kendi. Stay with us.
Growing more with less is the mantra of Nebraska's corn farmers, and they're using incredible technology to do it. Soil moisture monitors let them know when their crop needs water and how much. GPS systems eliminate overlaps in the field, saving fuel and money. New hybrids reduce the use of pesticides and increase yields. When you're talking new technology and innovation, Nebraska corn farmers are all ears. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
A few roundabout rules to remember. When you see the roundabout sign, slow down. Yield at the entrance, watching for other motorists and pedestrians. Roundabout traffic moves from left to right. Don't stop in the roundabout. Signal before you exit and then exit right. Roundabouts are easy to use and safer than a traditional four-way intersection, especially if you follow a few simple roundabout rules.
Randolph Cardinals, your division or Class D1 state champion, 54-42 over the Overton Eagles. Andy Kendi in the interview room alongside the winning head coach, Mark Anderson. Coach, congratulations. And what in the world happened after, what did you tell him at halftime that you hold Overton without a field goal in the third quarter?
You know, at halftime I just said, you know, I got a little phrase, I say DWWD, which means do what we do, you know, and we got out there, played great defense, didn't let them penetrate, you know, got the rebounds, you know, made them perimeter oriented, you know, and the game kind of changed there. We got a little bit of lead, not real big, but, you know, we executed well enough, and that's been our calling card, I believe. You know, we played great defense when we had to, and stepped up. Everybody stepped up and shut them down on the inside, and great job second half on defense again.
Yeah, you hold Overton just 2 field goals the entire second half. That was fantastic. I want to ask you about the state championship. You were an assistant the first time around back in '02. Now you're the head coach. Any difference in feelings?
Oh, I think it's always a great elation. You're happy for the kids, you know, to get the opportunity to step out there and get the gold. So, you know, it's similar, you know, 10 or 12 years ago, whatever it was, the memories are still there, and this will be a great experience for everybody out there. And for myself, it's also a great experience.
Yeah,
having
coaching your son, right?
Having 2 kids involved at each of these 2 championships.
Yeah, what is that like? You know, we see so much with Doug McDermott and Greg McDermott, and we've seen all the father-son, but at a high school level, there are so many father-son relationships. What is it like to coach your son to a state championship?
Well, it's always a great experience. You know, we're there every day working with him. You know, once in a while we butt heads a little bit, but hey, you know, he doesn't always agree with what I tell him to do. You know, that's father-son relationship sometimes, and it's probably been the same with all 4 of them I've had. You know, I coached the other ones in football, so you know, it's a great experience. It's great having him there every day. You know, be around and working with him every day.
And finally, you've had great teams at Randolph over the years. What makes this one different? What separates this one characteristic-wise?
Well, I don't know if there's too much different. You know, at this time of year, it's just you got to make enough plays at the end of the games or during the out. You know, and some of it just comes down to getting loose balls, making shots, particular time, being executing correctly, and you know, as far as winning championships, you're never as far away as you think. But it just comes down to a few things sometimes to get there. You know, we haven't blown out a lot of teams this year, but we've been pretty consistent on defense. Here towards the end of the year, we start playing better offensively, and, you know, we got on a 3-day run, and, you know, that's what it takes when you get in your state tournament.
Yeah, it came together at the right time. Randolph, your state champions in Class D1. We'll hear from a couple of the victorious Cardinals straight ahead.
Board of Directors, Jane Beller of Battle Creek, and Dr. Brian Maher.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations. The value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
Thank you, Nebraska, for your support of the Nebraska School Activities Association.
Randolph, your Class D1 state champions, 54-42 over Overton with some of the victorious Cardinals. This is Landon Anderson, the son of the head coach. I got to ask you first about, do you call your dad coach or do you call your dad on the court?
I always call him dad in practice and on the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't agree like he said, but we got here, you know.
How cool is it, though, to win a state championship, having your dad be the coach, you winning the gold medal, and you holding the trophy?
It's really great, especially with my dad coaching. He's the only coach I've ever had, and just we have a great group of seniors here. I wish they could stay longer, but we're going to have to do everything without them next year.
Yeah, what was the difference today, if you could put it into a couple plays?
I would say our defense, like we always play. It's a great defense. No one has been able to stop it so long in our districts and in state, like Howells Dodge. We won that game just with our defense, and we've just been playing great so far.
Hey, congratulations. You're going to hand that trophy off to Nolan Nordhus. Come, let's bring it in. A senior, the game high 20 points. Hey, congratulations. How does this feel?
It's a great relief.
Is it a relief? Really?
Yeah, getting stumped down district finals last 2 years against the #1 team. defending champions, it's just a relief to get down here and then finally get the championship.
That leads me to think that there was some pressure, some expectations laid on you to see that there was relief on your face. Was there some expectations on your part maybe to win a state championship?
As a senior, you want to go out and prove yourself, and I guess if you're a senior, there's a little weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, what happened today with your shooting touch? How cool was it to do it here at Pinnacle Bank Arena?
Yeah, it was good, but a lot of the guys helped us out. They contributed, and all of our role players played well, and I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, what would you say is the moment leading up to this moment that said, hey, we can win a state championship? Was it yesterday? Was it coming up to state?
I'd say it'd have to be beating Howell in district finals. We knew if we beat the #1 team in the state, we could play with anybody.
And you certainly proved that today. Well, congratulations. Let's hand it off to Logan Nordhus. Let's bring it in, the freshman. Freshman? Holy cow, this doesn't happen often. A freshman not only winning a state championship, but to talk to the TV. What's going through your head right now?
It's always been a dream of mine to play in the state championship, and finally realized that once we got our medals that we were state champions.
Yeah, what is it like to have such a good group of leaders as seniors, even juniors and sophomores to look up to?
They're always picking us up, encouraging us, and it's just a great feeling.
How about your defense in that third quarter, holding Overton without a field goal? That's amazing.
Mr. A always encourages defense, and just, as he said, DWWD, do what we do, and that's it.
So going into the offseason as a freshman, what's your mindset? Now you want to come back? Now that you tasted it, you want a little more? Getting greedy?
4-peat.
Oh, 4-peat. Okay, you've heard it here. He wants a 4-peat. All right, I'm going to let you go before you say anything else you might regret later. Garrett, bring you up here. Hey, Garrett Waters, the senior, big fella, you had a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds. How does this one feel?
Feels great. We worked really hard this offseason and during the season, and we worked really hard, and we played great defense today.
I was going to say defense was the key today. 2 field goals Overton had the entire second half. What got into you? What did you guys talk about at halftime?
Well, we knew that first quarter we gave up a lot of points, and we knew we couldn't keep doing that if we were going to win this, so we had to buckle down and get a lot more rebounds and push them to shoot outside shots.
And I also saw that you attacked the rim today, which was impressive. Is that part of your game that you like most?
I really don't care how I score, as long as it goes in the hoop, I guess.
Yeah. What will you leave the high school level as maybe a moment or two, besides today, as maybe the ones that you'll look back on fondly and say, man, that was something else when we won a state title?
Probably when we proved to everybody that we were good enough when we beat Howells. And then when we made it to our conference championship, that was pretty impressive.
Well, congratulations. Nobody can ever take that gold trophy away. Randolph Cardinals, state champions in Class D1, 54-42 over Overton. Back with more after this.
Programming on NET Television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment.
When something's difficult, like defying gravity or navigating the new healthcare law, why face it alone? Call or visit us at the Blue Store at nebraskablue.com. Ask Blue your questions like, what's required? And can I get help paying for it? Then rely on Blue to help you navigate the system. Most Nebraskans are required to have health insurance or face penalties. Time is almost up. Get what you need. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Behind your outlet are more than 6,000 public power employees working tirelessly to generate and deliver safe, affordable, reliable electricity 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Since they are customer owners themselves, you can count on them to have your best interests and those of the community they serve at heart. Neighbors serving neighbors. That's public power.
Just when you think you've seen it all, think again.
When he's in his wheels, he acts like a normal pig.
This is where our story begins.
I want to see how close I can get to them.
This April, feed your curiosity. Think Wednesday.
Coming soon to NET1.
Coverage of the NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Corn Board, Constellation, Nebraska Department of Roads, and by Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the NSAA Basketball Championships on NET. We couldn't do it without your support. Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Overton and Randolph for the D1 Championship, and the Cardinals of Randolph take home the title, their first since 2002. And what an outstanding finish to the game as Randolph in the second half shut down that Overton offense. So the final 42-34, and really it was defense in the second half just really forced Overton into some situations they didn't want to be in.
Yeah, Coach Steer mentioned that, just really struggled to get the ball into the paint, and credit Randolph's defense. They've done it all year. They've done it in the state tournament for 3 straight days, and it's led them to a title.
Overton led on the day. 14 points from Joel Schaefer, who also got in foul trouble late. And then, of course, Hayden Cahoy, one of their other leaders, had 9 points, but he was in foul trouble really throughout the game. From the first period, he picked up 2 early, sat with his 3rd in the second, came in immediately, picked up his 4th and then 5th, and was done for the afternoon. Randolph led by 20 points from Nolan Nordhus, the senior, really stepping up. So coming up next in Class B, the state championship game between Omaha Skutt and the Beatrice Orangemen. This should be a great one. Skutt with an upset yesterday, knocking off undefeated Elkhorn South. To make it here to this championship game, Beatrice has been solid all season long, just 2 losses on the year. And so Skutt and Beatrice coming up for the Class B state championship. Kyle Juergens, in his first year as head coach with Skutt Catholic, has set the bar at a pretty high level. His team at 21-6 and playing for the state championship. Their first attempt at a state championship since 2007, when they won it back-to-back years in 6 and 7. Beatrice Orangemen, just a second-year head coach, so 2 young coaches. Tyler Struck in his second year, 33-12 with Beatrice. The Orangemen with those 2 losses on the season. One of those losses came to Skutt Catholic, so this is going to be the rubber match, because these 2 teams also played later in the year, in which Beatrice beat Skutt 42-35. So this will be the 3rd meeting between Beatrice and Omaha Skutt, and it's for the Class B state championship. One of these River City Conference teams will take home the title. We'll have it when we come back right here on NET Sports.
Ever wish your bank were right at your fingertips?
Hey, honey, can I keep it? I know, right? I'm gonna go strap it to the car. Mom, do you have any idea how expensive books are?
It was such a lovely time. Oh, you know what? Don't forget to give me that. Whoops, that was expensive. I can pay for that.
In branch, online, on your iPad, iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry, US Bank is there when you need us.
High school's almost over. Now what? I wish I knew what to do, or even what I can do. I know I want something more. Something I can be proud of. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.